Welcome to another episode of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle, a wannabe comedian. Feeling a little bit more like a wannabe comedian this week because I did my guns course. Well, I did the first day of a 6-week course yesterday. And I realised I think I've detached from everything for a while. I don't know how to describe it, but comedy wakes things up in me, definitely. Being around people that are enthusiastic about comedy. I can't say I'm there yet. I was sitting there for part of the time thinking, why am I bothering? Just quit. This is just hopeless. Just quit. You're never going to be any good at this, blah, blah, blah. But I did find something very small stirring within me. So who knows? Perhaps this could be the start of something beautiful when I come back all guns blazing. We did have to do, it's funny because obviously, I've done his course before. And the first thing he gets you to do is write a joke about my sex life is like cinema because. And everybody has to get on the stage and say their joke. But because quite a few of us, actually, that's the other thing I was really pleased about. I wasn't the only one redoing the course. There are 4 others, I think, doing the course again for various reasons. Some because they didn't finish it and some because they enjoyed it immensely. So I'm in the latter, obviously, because I did finish it last time. But it's good to know that I'm not the only person, because I rocked up thinking, I'm going to be the only one that's got loads of experience and who's still rubbish. But no, there's other people with experience that are rubbish. No, I didn't mean that. Hopefully they don't listen to my podcast. If you hear squeaking, by the way, that's my chair. I don't know what's going on with this. Can you hear that? I don't know what's going on with this chair. Where was I? What was I talking about? Mike Gunn's course. Yes, that's right, the joke. So because quite a few of us have done his course before, he gave us an alternative. And the alternative was my sex life is like going to Tesco's. Because for those of you that don't know what Tesco's is, it's a supermarket, a food supermarket. Now, the joke I came up with yesterday, I was quite pleased with, but I've just come up with something so much better today. I probably have to explain this as well again for other people that are not in the UK. But my joke yesterday was my sex life is like Tesco's because no matter how much money I throw at it, the rewards are still minimal. Now that is a joke. That's a reference to Tesco rewards, which is points that you earn when you spend money there, basically. So that's all that was. Bit lame. Today I'm like thinking about it and like, why didn't I say my sex life is like going to Tesco's because no matter how much I build up, the rewards are still minimal. I mean, isn't that better? Anyway, we'll see where we go. I don't particularly have any homework to do for next Sunday, but I am going to try and write something this week. I've set myself a challenge, as you know, to do a whole new 5 minutes that's a little bit more authentic, a bit more me, and I'm not going to do that by not writing. Other than that, I went to see Caught Stealing, which was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, it was very violent. That's the word, violent. Right from the off, it was very violent. But I enjoyed Matt Smith's performance immensely as, I'm trying to think when it was set. So the Twin Towers were up, I think it was 1998. I think that's what it said at the beginning of the movie. That's when it was set. So anyway, he was a British punk rocker with the Mohican, the works, and he was just brilliant. I didn't think he was going to be that believable, but you know what, he was, and I loved his performance so much. I mean, Austin Butler's good anyway, isn't he? Is it Austin Butler? Is that a name? I think so. He's always good anyway, and I'm not sure I know anyone else in the movie, I should say, both good actors they were, but they were nothing compared to the Pussycat, who was just brilliant. He was absolutely gorgeous, this cat, and he was a main character, there's no doubt about that. He was in more or less every shot. He was not in the violent shots, thankfully, but he was a really, really good little actor. There was one point where the bad guy says, excuse my language here, but I think Austin Butler's character says, what's the matter with the cat? And the bad guy says, shitty cat bit me, so I kicked shitty cat. That's what he said. And then a little bit later on, the cat comes hopping out with his leg up and just hopping around. It's so sweet. I mean, not a damaged cat, obviously, because he's acting. It was just so good. And also, he was a big tabby ragdoll cat. And I have a special place in my heart for tabby ragdoll cats because that's basically what Jeremy is. He's beautiful and he's tabby, and yeah, he'd be a good actor. I mean, he's an old boy now, so he's retired, but had I started when he was kitten, he would have been a good actor, definitely, because he's really smart. But that's ragdolls for you. So that's pretty much my news. I will keep you praised of my course antics. Much love and gratitude.